It's just a race. What do you all need 3 days for? Welcome to lesson 4 of F1 101 Formula 1 for Dummies, the race weekend. Get your notebooks and pens because it's lights out and away we go. So when people refer to a race, they may refer to it as a race weekend. The typical structure of a race weekend is as follows. Thursday, media day. The drivers take part in fun challenges, make fan zone appearance, and face the Sharks over at Sky Sports.
I am feeling like I want to die and that this is complete torture.
Either way, we get some great memes. Then we have Friday, free practice day. There are 2 hour-long sessions, FP1 and FP2, in which drivers get a feel of the track and can collect some all-important race data. FP1 is dedicated to confirming that the car works. But Professor, F1 is the pinnacle of motorsports. Why wouldn't the car work? Timothy, please, you need to accept that at this point there's always going to be at least one car with a problem. It's basically the rules now. FP1 can be thought of as the experimental phase, where teams can switch out variables they weren't able to test in simulations, like tire compounds and different aerodynamic parts. Furthermore, it's required that each driver vacates at least one FP1 session to substitute a rookie driver who hasn't completed 2 races yet. FP2 is more of a long run, and it's kind of like a vibe check to see if the changes they made in FP1 actually have paid off. Now, if you thought I forgot about sprint races, you would be correct.
What an idiot.
As the name suggests, a sprint race is the shortest stint of the real race. It's usually about 100 kilometers or a third of the full race, and the top 8 drivers get points. Driver who comes in first gets 8 points, and any driver below him gets 1 point less each. During a sprint race weekend, there's only 1 free practice session. This is so there's time for sprint qualifying and the actual sprint race, and then it's back to the regularly scheduled program. Speaking of, back to you, Professor. Then we have Saturday, qualifying. For qualifying, there's one last session, FP3, where they're able to do more practice, and it's usually a shorter stint to conserve energy for qualifying. After that, the Hunger Games begin. Qualifying, as the name suggests, is used to decide the starting grid for the race. It takes place in 3 rounds, Q1, Q2, and Q3. Basically, drivers are trying to cover 1 lap in the shortest amount of time possible. So for qualifying, pace is really important. Another thing about qualifying, there's no specific racing between drivers, as in there's no intentional overtakes, and there's definitely no pit stops. You're just trying to get the best lap time. Everybody enters Q1, which goes for 18 minutes, after which the slowest 5 are eliminated. The top 15 drivers move on to Q2, which lasts for 15 minutes. After that, the bottom 5 are eliminated. This leaves the remaining 10 drivers to enter Q3, which lasts for 12 minutes. Now, no one's eliminated, but it decides the starting 10 grid for the race. Then comes Sunday, race day. The starting grid is determined by the previous day's qualifying, and then it's lights out and away we go. And with the checkered flag, our lesson comes to an end. I've been your professor, and thank you for coming to F1 University.